One of the keys to C1 English or C2 English is advanced collocations. What is a collocation? Well, collocations are words that commonly go together. For example, with the word amount, we can say large amount or considerable amount, but we don't say top amount or big amount. Why? Because they are not collocations. They are not words that commonly go together when natives are speaking English. And if you want to reach an advanced level of English, you need to know which words are collocations and which words are not. Let's look at some common collocations now. So the first one is considerable, which means a lot of. Many words go after considerable, such as amount, attention, evidence, importance and support. For example, there is a considerable amount of hot weather at the moment. This video is being released in July. There's lots of hot weather in Europe, in America, in China. There's a considerable amount. There's also a considerable amount of attention that has been given to the effects of climate change. Considerable attention. And this means a lot of attention. And some say there is considerable evidence that the North Pole is melting. A lot of evidence. And some scientists place considerable importance on reducing the burning of oil, coal, fossil fuels. Considerable importance. Really, it means very important, a lot of importance. And in many schools around the world, there is considerable support for these ideas amongst children. This means children think that we should be doing something about climate change. Another common collocation starts with the word deeply. Now, deeply can be followed by an adjective or a verb, and it can mean intensely or also far in. Let's start with far in. We can say deeply embedded. The idea of fairness is deeply embedded in our thinking, and this means fairness is at the centre of our thinking. And we can also say deeply rooted. Corruption is deeply rooted in some countries, which means unfair financial actions are under the surface. Think of the word root. A tree has roots. You don't see the roots, they're under the ground. So if it's deeply rooted, often it's deep within something. You can't see it, but it's very important. And it's everywhere and you can't get rid of it, deeply rooted. But deeply can also mean intensely, and we use this a lot to mean something negative. Look at the examples here. We could say, I am deeply sorry for your loss. In other words, I am intensely sorry that someone you know has died. You can also say, I am deeply saddened about what happened. For example, I am intensely sad about it. These are really useful collocations if you are trying to help someone who's going through a difficult time. I am deeply sorry. I am deeply saddened. It gives extra emphasis to how sorry or how sad you are. But you can also say, I am deeply troubled, which means something slightly different. I am deeply troubled about the secret I know. This means I am intensely worried about it. Deeply troubled. Fully can be followed by a verb or an adjective to mean as much as possible. So we can say fully aware, fully integrated, fully understand, and others too. So I am fully aware of the plans for the school. This means I know everything about it. I know everything about the plans. New technology will be fully integrated in the classrooms. So new technology such as whiteboard, digital boards, videos, they were new for me when I was teaching 10, 20 years ago. They're probably not new for you now. But new technology. This means it will be included in every way, fully integrated, included in every way. And teachers fully understand how to use it. We do now, we didn't 10 years ago. But that means teachers fully understand. They understand everything. Particularly can also be followed by adjective or a verb. And particularly means especially this or more than usual. So something can be particularly relevant. For example, the book is particularly relevant to your course. It's more relevant than most books. Or it can be particularly striking. The findings of research were particularly striking. So this means it made a big impact. Something's particularly striking, it makes a big impact. And valuable, you made a particularly valuable contribution. Your contribution was more valuable than most. And we can use the word vast followed by a noun. And that also means a large amount. And it can go with amount, majority, and number. Note that some words can collocate with more than one other word. So we saw considerable amount, and now we can also see vast amount. So some words can collocate with many words, but there are usually some words that don't collocate with a particular word. But vast amount, the vast amount of YouTube videos try to teach something. Well, the videos I watch anyway. Do you think it's true? Perhaps you could tell me in the comments if you think it's true or not. But vast amount means most of them. Vast majority also means most of them. The vast majority of British people have a Facebook account. Do people have a Facebook account in your country? Again, you can tell me in the comments. Note something different about this example. A vast number of young people post on TikTok. Now, a vast number means something slightly different to the vast number. A vast number means a lot, but we don't really know if it's all of them or not. We just know it's a lot. The vast means most. Slight difference there depending on a vast or the vast. Here, a vast number of young people post on TikTok. That means a lot, but I'm not saying if it's most. I hope you've enjoyed learning these important collocations. Remember to use them in your English. They will make a good impression, whether you're making an impression for an examiner, a teacher, a friend, or in business. Using collocations accurately makes a really good advanced impression. And you can learn more about advanced grammar by going to the course that I have written, which is designed to help students with the bits of grammar that seem most difficult even for advanced students. So click on the link below if you would like to know more.